Good morning, neighbors. It is Monday, January 5th, 2026, and you are tuned in to the Murphy Morning Show with Sara, coming to you from right here in beautiful Murphy, North Carolina. Grab your coffee, settle in, and let us take a few minutes to catch you up on what is happening around our mountain community today. Let us start with local government and civic life. Later today, the Murphy Town Council is scheduled to meet at Town Hall from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the evening, giving residents a chance to hear updates, share concerns, and stay involved in town decisions that affect everyday life, from infrastructure to community programs. If you have been meaning to get more engaged in how Murphy is run, tonight's meeting is a simple, one-hour way to show up, listen, and make your voice heard. Politics are also front and center as the region looks ahead to the primary elections coming up this March. Local reporting has highlighted that the filing deadline for the March 4th, 2026 primaries brought out a crowded field of candidates in almost all local offices, including competitive races for county positions and school board seats that matter deeply to families here in Cherokee County. Expect to hear more campaign signs, more meet and greets, and more conversations about education, public safety, and growth as winter turns towards spring. Across North Carolina, there is also a major state and national story that touches every community, including ours here in Murphy. Lawmakers from across the state are reacting strongly, and sometimes sharply, to the recent United States military strike on Venezuela and the capture of Nicolas Maduro, with leaders in Raleigh and Washington debating what American involvement should look like going forward. That debate may seem far away, but it shapes everything from fuel prices and military deployments to how our local National Guard families think about the year ahead. Public safety is also in the statewide spotlight as federal agents recently disrupted an alleged New Year's Eve attack plot targeting a grocery store in North Carolina, an incident that has renewed conversations about community vigilance and cooperation with law enforcement. While this did not happen here in Murphy, it is a reminder for all of us in small towns that if we see something that feels off, it is better to speak up, call it in, and let trained investigators decide what it means rather than staying silent. Authorities continue to emphasize that quick reporting from everyday residents is often what prevents tragedies. Health officials are urging caution as North Carolina manages its first confirmed measles case, linked to an outbreak just across the border in South Carolina's upstate region. Polk County leaders say a small group of people are currently in quarantine after exposure, and they are using this as a moment to remind residents statewide about the importance of staying up to date on vaccinations, especially for children and anyone who spends time in group settings. For folks here in Murphy, that means keeping an eye on school and daycare guidance, checking your family's records, and calling your doctor or the health department if you think you may have been exposed or notice symptoms. Zooming out to our broader Carolina weather pattern, meteorologists are noting that this winter has been running warmer than usual in much of the region, defying the typical chilly January norms many of us grew up with. That can mean days that start frosty in the valleys but warm quickly by afternoon, along with a mix of clear, bright spells and occasional rainy stretches instead of sustained snow or ice, which is something to keep in mind if you rely on well water, drive the back roads early, or plan outdoor work around freeze and thaw cycles. Before we get into the detailed weather, a quick favor to ask from everyone listening. If you are enjoying the Murphy Morning Show and you want to help this little hometown channel grow, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel so you never miss an update. And if you are liking the local news, the neighborly feel, and the way we keep you connected, please hit that like button and let us know you are out there listening and supporting your community. Now let us talk about the weather for Murphy over the next 3 days. Today, Monday, expect a cold start around the low 30s, warming into the mid to upper 30s by afternoon with mostly clear to partly sunny skies and just a slight chance of any light precipitation. It will feel crisp but bright, so if you are out running errands or taking a lunchtime walk downtown, a good warm coat and maybe a hat should keep you comfortable without having to fight any major wind or rain. On Tuesday, temperatures should climb a bit, with morning readings in the low 30s and afternoon highs pushing into the mid to upper 40s under partly cloudy skies. There could be a small chance of a light shower or two, but overall, it looks like a dry day with decent visibility for driving and outdoor work, especially for those commuting between Murphy, Andrews, and the surrounding communities. Roads should stay in good shape, though early risers may still want to watch for a few slick spots on shaded curves. By Wednesday, Murphy is likely to see another mild winter day, with lows again in the low 30s and highs around the upper 40s to near 50 degrees, along with a mix of sun and clouds. Any precipitation chances appear low, so it should be a good day to catch up on yard chores, take a drive along the river, or simply enjoy some fresh air without having to battle heavy rain, snow, or strong winds. Overall, the next 3 days look fairly calm and manageable, which is always welcome in early January. Let us move into some community events to mark on your calendar. First, a reminder for today, Monday, January 5th. The Murphy Town Council meeting runs from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the evening at Town Hall, offering a straightforward way for you to stay plugged in and help shape decisions about our streets, services, and downtown projects. If you have never attended one before, this could be the perfect evening to step in, listen, and meet some of your local leaders face to face. Looking a little beyond Murphy for those willing to take a scenic drive, Blairsville, Georgia has a number of community events on the calendar this month, including live acoustic music at local spots like Lucky's Taqueria and Cantina on upcoming January evenings. These small venue shows are relaxed, family-friendly, and a nice change of pace if you are craving a night out with good food, good company, and local talent without having to head to a big city. As always, if you plan to drive home after dark, take it slow on the mountain roads and watch for wildlife. Music lovers may also want to keep an eye on upcoming concerts and regional performances in nearby towns like Hiawassee and Blue Ridge, where winter often brings indoor shows at theaters and fairgrounds. From classic rock and country acts to smaller local bands, these events can be a fun weekend outing, and many venues provide detailed event schedules and ticket information online so you can plan ahead. If you go, consider carpooling with friends, designating a driver if you plan to enjoy a drink, and giving yourself extra time for parking and nighttime traffic. For those who prefer quieter, reflective activities from the comfort of home, there are also virtual offerings tied to Murphy, including online spiritual and meditation events later this month that invite participants to step back from the noise, breathe, and refocus on peace and purpose. These can be especially helpful in early January as everyone settles back into work and school routines after the holidays, and they are easy to join from a warm living room with a blanket and a cup of tea. Just remember to check registration details and time zones so you can log in right on time. That is it for this Monday's run through your Murphy headlines, weather, and happenings. Thank you so much for spending part of your morning with the Murphy Morning Show and with me, Sara. If you enjoyed today's update, please subscribe and tap that like button so we know you are out there and so more of our neighbors can find this little corner of community. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and tune in again tomorrow for more news, weather, and stories from right here in Murphy, North Carolina.